Hello, this is a 2 handicap game played on IGS where white was supposed to win by 4.5 points but lost the game by disconnection. Despite the blunder in the top right where black managed to catch up a few points, white was still ahead, but well, technical issues. So let's check it out. White starts with a Komoko, then approaches the corner, very fine. Now black is playing a very interesting opening for a 2 handicap game. Looks very symmetrical, but it's not always very effective to play that Tengen. So black should consider a pincer or simply attack the corner. This would be more practical. Now white goes for a double approach. Now usually against this double approach, black should go out either with a Kosumi and then keep center to play other moves, or attach one stone or the other. The idea for black is to separate white stones. Playing inside the corner, white can cover, and even if black leaves inside, black can leave the position like this. It feels nice for white to confine that corner. So white plays a mini Chinese formation here instead. This gives black the chance to go out, which will threaten either to pincer on the left or invade the bottom. So white makes a base on the left, black invades the bottom side. But black decided to prevent the Shimari. This is not so great after white already has a stone at L3, because here white can kick, then extend on the right side, and in this case it's good to extend high to put more pressure on the two stones. And these two stones, they would like to extend L3, but now it's occupied, so black can only extend N3 or N4, or go out with a move like M5. But either way, black is on the run. So this way, white will profit taking territory on the right side and also reinforce the bottom area. White decides to extend right away, but it's more active to play the Kosumitsuke first to make black heavy. When white extends with a Keima here, black can attach R3, then play the tiger mount and simply descend. So now black is already settled in the corner. White usually needs to extend for a base, but black can leave the position like this. And again, play a move like this to prevent being surrounded. And when white approaches entry, black will turn in the corner. These points are Miai. And when white blocks the corner, black extends for a base on the side. So playing a one-space jump towards the center doesn't really give black a base. And now I can still kick Q3 to keep the group heavy. So this way, black is forced to push several times from behind in order to go out in the center, but white takes the territory and black runs on neutral points. Still good idea to surround to play a triple approach. Now black can play away because it's more urgent to do something about the low right corner and defend these P5 stones, for example, slide in order to set up a base, or again attach and go down. This would also be a fine way to secure the corner. The thing is, if white tries to kill the corner, white needs to play d2 and then b4. But once black blocks like this, black already has an eye in the corner, and black can catch one stone at b5 or one stone at e5. So there's Miai to make the second eye. When white protects here, black will catch the other stone and stay alive in the corner. Therefore, black can live in the corner even if white attacks. So black doesn't need to play another move just to stay alive. It's a waste. White did well, develop other places on the board, and this R14 is a good direction to play. Well, locally it's still nice to play Q3 and put some pressure on the bottom group, then develop further. But anyway, good direction to play. Black went down. That's a questionable move. Usually here black should protect O17, then slide, block, extend back, and do other things like protect the lower right corner. So when black goes down, he actually wants the corner so badly, but white can double approach in the top. So now when black comes out, in the end, he's not going to build a corner, but just create a wall that feels a little bit painful. So white doesn't have to come back. White should take away the black spot and then extend on the right side. That's another way to punish black for going S16. Black should always play O17 first, and then if white plays, for example, the same move like in the game, next go S16. So the order is first defend the corner and then go down. But black went down. So in this case, white shouldn't allow the other defense in the corner. So white extends back for a moyo, black invades right away, that's quite aggressive but playable. And white got the top stone. That makes sense. Because normally, black was supposed to play here and then think about the invasion. If white plays another move to prevent the invasion, black is tempted to play a big point in the top left. So this was a little bit hasty. Good idea for white to approach the top at 0.17. Now, black was supposed to attach and go up in order to separate the top from the right side. When white makes a shape, a base in the top, black will cover and kill this r14 on a larger scale. Playing the double up doesn't really capture r14 right away. White can still jump out and fight. But white decided to discard that stone, that's also good. Because for black, there's a lot of effort to capture that stone. Instead of attaching, black should play the nobi, which creates cutting points. White will protect like this or double up, and then black can play away. For example, invade here, or extend from the top left sun. So attach, wedge to create cutting points. So if white plays the hane, black will wedge like this to create cuts, then white needs this move or a hanging connection and go nobi. So this way, black gets to capture r14 in a very natural way. That's why white played the wedge, which is good. It creates cutting points. So now black has to pay attention. That's fine. And it's actually very big for white to play this Atari. Because for black to go nobi, it's going to be sente. This Atari is not a move that black will necessarily defend, but it's still pretty big. And when white captures the position, it's really powerful in the middle, and it just makes the tengen look wasted. And probably at this level, when white goes Atari, black will answer as a reflex, thinking that it's too big to give Ponuki, and then approach the top and extend back. This is a large point to attack the top left corner. Also, it's fine to play the shoulder hit, but with this move it's obvious that white wants to develop the left side. So it just makes sense to play that way. Extend back is good too. Now black plays a desperate invasion. Usually here, white should cover, but before doing that, or cap move, in order to keep the stones connected, white can play a shoulder hit like this and attach. These 4C moves just make sure that black c12, it's not so easy to connect to the corner. So like this, black has to struggle more when going like that. Well, black can leave on the left side, but it's very painful. And then white got a wall that's pretty much connected, and now white can play other moves. So this is a way for white to keep things connected, because playing the c10 move, this will give the territory on the left side, but once black jumps out, now d14 is in trouble. So running here doesn't feel very comfortable. It's more a run on neutral points. Well, white can escape, but there is no territory involved in this run. And on the other hand, when black jumps out and white plays away, if black covers, black is going to build a very large corner. This actually happened in the game, and that's why it made the game very close. So it's natural for white to try to keep things connected. Now when white plays the attach right away, black can play the nobi here or the nobi here, then the wedge, hanging connection, and then extend back to connect to the corner. So it's very easy for black to settle the group on the side. And of course, white still has the wall, and then extend in the middle to do something with it. This double up feels strange. Normally jump out. White is not going to try to cut the Keima, sorry, the Ikentobi, because it's just going to give a lot of territory on the side. So it's a bit weird to see black playing the double up instead of jump. Also like this, it's quite nice for black, because it gets the top and then black can play away, and white will just end up with an empty triangle and a small capture. So back to the game. Double up. Now white decides to sacrifice that stone, but actually still big, so better play the shoulder hit and attach. If black doesn't go down and jumps again, it's quite easy for white to make some eye shape in the corner. So against this 2k, black will usually descend and then come out, because this way white will save those stones and black is somewhat on the run with the group on the left side. So now it makes the invasion and d12 feel a little bit strange, because they just became neutral points. So playing like this, black can go between the stones and kill the left side. This no beats big, and here white should play a one space jump, get ahead, and when black pushes again, get ahead and reach the h17 faster. So no b, black can no b again, simply get ahead, then the wall is much stronger for black in this case, then come out between the stones to separate the top from the left side. This jump, white can wedge and create cutting points. On this wedge, Atari from above, connect, and now there are two cutting points, then connect. If black plays Atari from below, white will come out, threatening to catch the two stones or the top stone. So this can be a little more dangerous for black. Well, white decides to connect under, that's a safe play, and black jumps here. White shouldn't let this stone die without a fight, better come out between the groups. If black keeps pushing, white connects and now black has to go to safety somehow. And if black pushes from this direction, it hurts the other stone. So black is still on the run either way. Therefore, it's good to go out e13, because locally black doesn't have a very good move to fight. So black doesn't want to push here, black doesn't want to push here. Therefore, black will just pull back, trying to connect to the top. But here, white can also fight a little bit and attach, sacrifice a stone, and try to catch the two on the left. So it's quite good to go out and mess up the situation, because for black it just feels good to surround here and build a lot in the top. On this kind of move, it's good to push along. Black for sure will get ahead because black is interested in that territory in the middle, but this also gives white a stronger position and then attack the cornerstones. Well, nice idea to take away the base, but once black plays the attach and white will push, black connects, white pushes again, black is already alive in the corner, so black can discard that p5 stone. Now if white plays the hane, black can first play q4, pull back, then go down, or leave this option to play hane and fight a ko in order to make eyes in the corner. That's why for white it's more important to play the Kosumitsuke q3, so this restricts black's option to go r3 and make some eye shape. Then when black plays a jump or hane jump, the group is still pretty much under pressure. Atari here can be played but can be skipped. The thing is, at some point white can play o2 and connect one way or the other, so black is still not completely alive. I mean, as long as black doesn't have a base, the group is on the run, so white can profit chasing it. Now black played very proper to reinforce the top left, and white doubles up here. That's a good move. Actually, white can still play the Kosumitsuke, because when black comes out, white has the option to connect under. But anyway, the double up takes away the base completely, so black is on the run. Black was supposed to push and jump. In the top right corner, black can always play a one space jump, and this is just endgame. White will push and eventually turn, but right now it's not so important. I mean, if black plays this move instead of s17 to destroy more points, white can just leave the position like this and go for a big catch on the bottom. It's much bigger to make this corner than to block a few points at s18. So when black turns, white shouldn't block as a reflex, but play away, take the bigger group, and then if black hane, block, connect, and black just play 2 times gote, push, then hane and connect. So these two moves are gote in order to damage like 6-7 points in the corner, but capturing the 2 stones on a large scale is like 20-30 points here. So this would put white way ahead. Hane, hane, ah. push like this. The thing is, white is quite strong on the right side and also pretty strong on the bottom, but if white pushes from behind and black comes out in the middle to connect to the other stone in the center, then white is not going to profit so much. Therefore, white needs to push here first, threatening to enter the center, so black will keep this territory and then continue attacking from the bottom side in order to push the group into the wall. So this way, black is just going to die inside. There is no way out. And it's game over. So pushing like this is not so easy to catch the group. Now you need a Keima here or some jump like this. That jump seems to be working. Yeah, the group is still surrounded. But playing like this, black can come out. Actually, the move is to go further. M6. The dog face, sorry, the horse neck or the horse face instead of a dog face shape. So black turns. This schema lets black loose. So white had a big opportunity here, just surround everything and it's game over. In fact, this push from the right is not bad, but black should try other moves to come out. Black just played Nobi and now he can be surrounded. But white missed the opportunity. And here normally white should Hane. Now if black Hane, white will cut and that's it. No problems here. One can answer all the Ataris and in the end it's fine. Black is still surrounded. So black is supposed to play the empty triangle. But in this case white will Keima, then black will push, Hane, Hane cut, cut also, Atari, go out, Atari, Atari from behind. If connect, just block. On this move, connect again. So very painful life. But well, black is alive with 3 points and white got a lot of thickness on the outside. Let's see something else. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck, 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 tuck. Play here. Push first. Turn. Block. Now that can be a problem. And if captured, then block here. And now the eyes are gone. So black is in great danger here. Another way is to play the Keima and then Nobi and then Nobi again and then cut. Now this seems dangerous too. But white wants to keep the territory on the right side, so even if black comes out, the Hane L6 very good. At least white builds territory while attacking. This way, white builds and also destroys the center potential black had earlier. So turn. It's better to play Hane first, trying to get into the middle. Then when black Nobi, then separate like this and like this. And if black tries to cut back, it just doesn't work. So that Hane helps white keep the stones connected. This gives a big bottom side, but white should push along in the top. On Hane, just protect the bottom, black is still on the run with everything. It's a really tough game for black. The group can die inside. Well, it requires a little bit more confidence to fight like that. Now black can just block and the group is out and connected. This move wasn't even necessary. Connect here solid and black is out. So black could suffer more. Now white push several times from behind. Once it's okay and then push through to use the cuts and push to the left. And now there's Atari, double Atari and so on. Playing like this, black is already strong enough. In fact here, black can play Kosumi. Now when white pushes, black will block. On Atari here, connect, Hane connect, and it's all done. This way, it starts to be dangerous. Black shouldn't go for the 3 stones, but turn to the left. If white connects these 3 stones, black should try to catch the other 3 in the middle, with more surrounding territory. So white kind of failed this fight. And now luckily connects these guys and only lost the 3 stones. But a lot of territory on the bottom and a lot of territory on the right side, so white is still fine. Here white should play a Kosumitsuke in order to keep those guys connected, then play away, attach in the top, try to give 1 stone bait in order to reach out the stone in the center. Like this, black can cut. Another option is to play the attach. So when black cuts, Atari, black goes out, Atari again, and black needs to capture 3 stones. Okay. Some small combinations here. Yeah, this turn dangerous for black also. So now if black saves the 2 stones, white will Atari here, then black needs to connect, and white gets back these stones. If black connects, then it's Atari, Atari, and there's a catch in the middle, so again white will save the group. Therefore, black has to sacrifice a couple of stones, but black should actually do this. That's fine. Oh wait, Atari, Atari. So connect, when Atari here, capture and take. This could happen, and then cut like this. Good for white to capture those guys. And now, black should actually cut the stones in the middle, because Atari here is not a problem. So when black played G12, that's pretty much a waste, a neutral point. White can connect. And now white is ahead. Slightly. White damage a lot in the center. That was a big move. Actually connecting here, it's not so urgent. White can play Kosumi like this, push in the top, then clamp, Atari, lots of center damage, and then connect. This Kosumi is big, Hane fine too, but actually Kosumi here first, and then Kosumi in the top, and now Hane and connect. Those moves can wait, because anyway the Hane at S or T11 is not center for black. Oh, but black missed to connect S13. Here white can push first and then turn, but it's also okay to block, and black is supposed to capture the stone like this. This way white can connect under, so black captures nothing. At least play Atari on top, and then when white goes down, capture the stone. This was a good catch for white. Black missed red. Now here, white has the option to play Q19. If black plays away, white goes out and the stone is saved. And if black pushes, white goes Atari, black takes, and there's no problem in the end with P19, Q19, that kind of endgame that destroyed a few points towards the last move. So that's a bit small. Should Kosumi here, play everything center, then the top. Then this move is threatening to connect under, but it's not necessary. Yeah, block here to prevent the monkey jump. Or attach like this, and then attach under in order to connect. Yeah, this will prevent black's Q2 and O2 like it happened in the game. This move is quite small because black and Hanen connect, so black will capture B4 and also threatens to cut. And then black can play Kosumi here, prevent the attach. The other Kosumi, Tsuke, it's quite annoying. Push again and block. Lots of Aji here. And then this Kosumi to prevent white center. So now maybe black is slightly ahead. Kosumi Tsuke like this is wrong. Just helps white build more. Should play the attach, because if white blocks, black can cut. If white Atari, black has Atari from the outside and connect. Oops. I mean like this. So it will damage lots of points in the center. This way, just help white build more. Those Kosumis were good. So black got the B11, which was always supposed to be white center. This move, it's only 5 points. Better play Atari first in center, then Ane in the top and connect. Also center, black doesn't even have time to cut S2. What are the moves? Push here in center, then protect the top. When black cuts like this, white can give up the stone, and it's only 5 points in Gote and play other moves. Or, if white feels behind, white will play Atari and fight the Ko. Then play some Kotret, oops, not from the inside. take the ko, then Atari. That's a local ko threat for black to go out. Then what else? No more ko threats. This one, then take back. And eventually win the ko and get those points back. So this S2 doesn't have to be a defense in reflex mode. Always think if there is something else on the board or 5 points is the biggest thing to play. Black got G19 as a reverse center to prevent F19, which was supposed to be 2-point center for white. But the game is kinda close. So before defending K17, peep first, threatening the cut, and then protect. Now there will be no problem when Han in the top and Atari here. So let's fast forward a little bit. Here, white can cut, black comes out, white connects, white has 3 liberties. Atari here, it's not a problem. Then push, then block, and catch everything. So white could Atari and capture more stones. I mean, make more points by capturing one stone. This way was Sente, all fine. Instead of playing this move, white should go down. Even if black goes Atari and Atari and Atari again and Atari again, nothing happens. It's all safe. But later on, when white goes down at A10, white has a nice Tesuji here, B12. Then Atari must go down, Atari connect, and black needs to connect. So white could damage a few more points. But yeah, there's a lot to read with all those Ataris and everything. Now the last few moves. So here, instead of playing Nobi, better go down Q19. Saves 6 points in the top and threatens Atari to destroy one more. Like this. And instead of connecting, white can still go down. If black captures, white blocks, it's okay. Only 1 point. But when white goes down, black takes a point, white Atari, white also destroys a point in the top and saves 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 points there. Plus the stone. So black played here, white Atari, but white doesn't have to Atari. Just play O19. When black goes here, Atari, connect and connect. So at least save 2 points out of 5. On this move, black of course will Atari because he's behind, but white should always take the ko first. Of course black will go Atari here as a ko threat, take back the ko. Now let's see a ko threat. For example, this one, pretty big. Black needs to connect, take back the ko. And fight the ko for a little while. So this was at least center for white. So white lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points there. Plus the stone, 7 points through. And still, white was ahead by 4.5. Too bad the connection went down. Better luck next time and enjoy the review.